it is really, I know I said I wasn't going to say my thank yous. You know, it's using that as my MC time, but I can't help it. This has just been such a wonderful day. Are you still having a good time? All right. Well, hopefully you'll be saying that after I'm done playing too. So the 60s. Other than me being born in them, you know, obviously a pivotal time for a lot of things. The 60s song I'm going to do is actually, its roots trace back much older than the 60s. But it did enjoy a repopularization, then a revitalization. A number of artists were doing this. I had asked, you know, Saul and I both checked on it. But mostly for me, when I got the invitation to do this, and I don't know if you guys know this, but there were a lot of people applied to perform here today, and obviously not everyone could fit in the course of the day. I was really honored. I am really honored to be playing here today. But the day I found this out was my mother's birthday, and my mom would have been 82 this year. And when I was a little kid in grade school, I used to bug the crap out of her to get out her 1949 Supra lap steel guitar and play these. You know, she would play old country songs, old folk songs. And I still have her old notebook, black leather notebook with these handwritten lyrics in. So I thought, I want to do a song for my mom. So this is one this is also associated to me with the 60s, because that's when I used to hear it when I was in grade school. And if you know it, sing along. This actually goes back to the Carter family, although a lot of people were doing it in the 60s, as I said. Bury Me Beneath the Willow. She did it vanilla, as she called it. That's how I do it too. My heart is sad, I am lonely for the only one I love. When shall I see her? Oh, no, never, till we meet in heaven above. And bury me beneath the willow, under the weeping willow tree, so she will know where I am asleep. Then perhaps she'll weep for me. She told me that she truly loved me. Oh, how could she be untrue? Until an angel softly whispered, she has proven untrue to you. So bury me beneath the willow, under the weeping willow tree, so she will know where I am sleeping. Then perhaps she'll weep for me. Well, tomorrow was to be our wedding. Dear Lord, where can she be? She's gone a-courting with another, and no longer thinks of me. So bury me beneath the willow, under the weeping willow tree, so she will know where I am sleeping. Then perhaps she'll weep for me. Bury me beneath the willow, under the weeping willow tree, so she will know where I am sleeping. Then perhaps she'll weep for me. Then perhaps she'll weep for me. Thank you. So the 60s, music, a time of political awareness. And the roots of this next song take place in that. It was actually set in early 1970. Um, and anyone remember the 70s? You know, we're celebrating the 60s. You guys remember the 60s, you're probably good at the 70s too, right? 1971, Buick Riviera. 71 through 73 Rivieras they were called boat tails. Anyone remember them? Any car enthusiasts? Couple, yeah. Back end sort of looked like an inverted teardrop. And that's where they get the name boat tail from, looked like the old speedboats. And I met a fellow in Johnstown. I grew up in Johnstown in western Pennsylvania. My wife says I should not use the word grew up, that literally. She says the growing up part is still, that hasn't really happened yet. But, met a fellow one night in Johnstown putting gas. I was putting gas in my motorcycle. He was putting gas in this old car on the other side of the pump. And this is the story of that. The condensed song intro to that, or I'll talk longer than the song is. This is for Saul, who heard this probably 5 years ago and has not forgotten it, so his request. This is called Boattail Riviera. We had a Boattail Riviera, it was long and wide and clean, a survivor from the glory days of leaded gasoline. $4 filled the tank back then. He said, now it's 44. It was my brother's before he marched away to fight in Nixon's war. He pulls a snapshot from his wallet. It shows a smiling long-haired teen in the showroom with that Buick back in 1917. Brother worked for 2 whole summers. He put every cent away till he went downtown and bought it on the day his notice came. And you can drive all night to get to where you're going. You can drive all night to wash away the pain. Distance never puts the past behind you, and the ghost there riding shotgun still remains. He said I was just a kid back then. I didn't understand all the rage and animosity about the war in Vietnam. Like those snowy old TV sets, our world was black and white, and we knew that God was on our side, listening to Cronkite. Well, in the Pittsburgh Greyhound station, he handed me the keys and he said, start it every week or so and keep it waxed for me. Well, it's been over 30 years now since the promise that I gave before we watched the back end of that Greyhound roll away. You can drive all night to get to where you're going. You can drive all night to wash away the pain. Distance never puts the past behind you. The ghost there riding shotgun still remains. He didn't make it back, he said. He shook his head real slow. Turned the nozzle to the gas pump. Well, that was a long, long time ago. I take it out on nice days now. It seems it never fails. I've been offered 13,000, but my memories aren't for sale. The neon lights were dancing off, lacquer and the chrome, and he shook my hand and smiled and said, I'll see you down the road. Heard his tires crunching gravel. Watched the flashing of his lights, reflecting off the road signs as he pulled off into the night. He can drive all night to get to where he's going. He can drive all night to wash away the pain. But the distance never puts the past behind you. And the ghosts there riding shotgun still remain. Yeah, the ghosts there in that backseat still remain. Thank you. I want to close up with one more here. I thought it would be a shame. A lot of my material is Pennsylvania based. I guess that one technically is too, but you know, the 60s, another front, political awareness, certainly, environmental awareness, right? This song takes its roots to May 1962, a small town in anthracite coal region, northeastern Pennsylvania, named Centralia. And a vein of exposed anthracite coal caught fire there. Long story short, at the town dump. Long story short, that fire is still burning underneath where the town of Centralia was to this very day. Most of the town has been relocated. They invoked eminent domain years ago. There's still a couple stragglers holding out there living illegally, but this is a song about that. It's called "The Fire Is Still Burning." This was the first place winner in the Pennsylvania Heritage Songwriting Competition a number of years back. And again, thank you so much for having me here. It's wonderful to both meet new friends and put faces to names I know from emails and see on calendars and whatnot. So thank you so much. My name is Jim Colbert. JimColbertMusic.com if you want to check me out. I will be on Long Island the end of November, November 17th, I believe, whatever that Sunday is. Opening for Pesky J. Nixon at a house concert. So details of that are on my website. So The Fire Is Still Burning. Song for Centralia, Pennsylvania. Went back to my hometown in the gray light of dawn. There's no boards on the windows 'cause the houses are gone. Just bulldozer tracks filled with half-freezing rain. Yeah, detours and dumpsters are all that remain. And the fire is still burning underneath this old town. All the fire is still burning a mile underground. My grandfather's store in that old Union Hall, yeah, they'd all given way to that big wrecking ball. Oh, Katie Lee's house where I stole my first kiss. Man, they all deserve something better than this. It's all white in Ashland, it's right down the road. But the ground in Centralia, it's too warm for snow. It melts like a frost on a late April's day. Yeah, here in Centralia, the snow just don't lay. And the fire's still burning underneath this old town. The fire's still burning a mile underground. Anthracite memories and work-weary minds. Yeah, these are the things that we leave behind. Tintypes and heirlooms all polished and framed. These are the things that are with us today. Well, I couldn't walk yet when this fire began. Now the earth is still smoldering and I'm an old man. You got bloodlines and drag lines and bushels and packs. Yeah, they took back the zip code and they dangled some checks. There's some folks that pray when the ages do roll that their bodies will blacken and turn into coal. Yeah, but here in Centralia, the ages don't roll. When the ground opens up, she can swallow you whole. And the fire's still burning underneath this old town. Yeah, the fire's still burning a mile underground. The fire's still burning underneath this old town. Oh, the fire's still burning a mile underground. I went back to my hometown in the gray light of dawn.